The biggest problem that WCW faced back then is they did the NWO, they did the red and black, and they were supposed to do the red and black versus the black and white, and it never took place. And it was just like it was like the whole. It was like season 6 or season 8 of Games of Thrones. They just scrapped it. That's what it was. Seriously, you're building up to this. This group came in. They infiltrated the company. They started their own faction. That faction grew so big it split up, and they were supposed to fight each other and never did. So it's like, and that was because I know that Hogan had something to do with it. He didn't want to, I don't know. It's just, but it was just left. It was, national. Those guys wanted to do it, and like the fans are ready for it. Everybody's ready for it. It never happened. That was that was months more of TV you could have done. Could have kept the ride, could kept the wave going, but never did. And I ultimately think that was the downfall of WCW, and the momentum that they were getting on the other show with Rock and Austin and stuff. I mean, it was just too much to overcome.
Ridiculous. But I also got to ask, back in '97, you worked a match, controversial behind the scenes match with Miss Jacqueline. And just earlier this year, you've worked with two women that I've slept with.
That's fake news.
Tessa Blanchard and Scarlett Bordeaux.
You've not slept with those girls.
I did. I both of them at the same time, and
I find that very hard to believe.
And I had to ask them to leave because I was getting bored of them. But I've got to tell. Well, this is my issue with intergender wrestling. Not the whole women aren't equal to men, but what's the whole thing is. In the Me Too era, does it make sense? Because just say you went for a body slam. What happens if you put your hand in the wrong place? So when you're wrestling these women, is that something that's in your mind?
Well, no. It's just I think it's hysterical that basically the whole thing about the intergender stuff is you've trapped the social justice warriors in a paradox here that they can't talk their way out of. It's like they want equality. Okay, well then you're equals the guys. Well, let's wrestle the guys. It's like they're like, okay, yeah. Now you're stuck with simulated violence of a man against a woman, and it's like, okay, but we kind of want this, and we can't do the Me Too stuff. We can't. We can't use that now because we're going towards equality. And it's like you're getting two things here to two of their belief systems in competition with each other. And it's just I think it's fascinating that you can go at like that. These fans accept it for what it is because they think that the women are equal to the guys. So I think it's. I don't think about nothing about that. I just because here's the thing. I've trained. When you're a trainer, you train girls. So you have to wrestle. You wrestle with girls all the time. You're training them. You're doing the slam. You're doing everything with them. So what we're seeing on TV is stuff that you see in wrestling schools all the time. Guys and girls are wrestling with each other all the time. That's how it works. So touching the girl improperly or stuff in her in the air, I've never. It doesn't even cross my mind because if a girl is willing to become a professional wrestler, she's obviously seen what on TV what they do. So this is what we have to do to learn how to do this.
Well, I'll ask Tessa Blanchard about that tonight in bed after all the sex.
Okay. Well, that won't happen. Well, that won't take long.
Well, I know because I'll be saving it for Scarlett Bordeaux. It's Wednesday night.
Tell it, Kevin. I'm going to tell Cross that you're insinuating that you slept with Scarlett Bordeaux. I'm going to repeat that to him. All right.
You tell him that Joe Feeney said that.
Okay. No, you're the one that's saying that. So I'm actually going to send him this.
But well, I know him better than you. I spoke to him about American Psycho, but we've now come to the two questions that I ask everybody, and this is everybody gets asked these regardless of what NWO membership they have. Then we're going to get to the question that's going to change podcasting forever. Don't worry about that. It's coming. So here's the first question. So who is the better band, Queen or the Beatles?
My personal preference is Queen. They have more songs I like than the Beatles.
And plus, you can relate to the lead singer. Who the Spice Girls are back? Who is your favorite Spice Girl
Oh, Victoria Beckham.
in 2019?
Is she still on the Spice Girls?
Now she's left, as if you didn't know.
Oh, well, who are the Spice Girls in 2019? I don't know this.
Ginger, Baby, Sporty, and
Are they still the same girls? The 40-year-old girls?
yep, they're doing a stadium tour right now around the UK.
Are they really? Let me look at this here. Spice Girls 2019. Let me see what they look like.
Anybody listening to this, the video footage of Disco's reaction will go on YouTube.
All right, so we got Spice Girls 2019 images. Let's see here. Well, they look good. I'd say the one with the pink hair. Which one's that? I don't know who that is.
Baby Spice?
Maybe that's Baby Spice. Yeah, she looks the hottest.
That is the correct answer. Baby Spice is the best Spice Girl.
Mm-hmm.
Plus, she looks like she knows her way around the sandwich, and that's what we need.
Right.
It is now time, Disco, for the question that's going to change podcasting forever.
All right.
Are you prepared for this?
Yeah, but I'll be honest. I don't think it's going to change podcasts forever.
Okay, now you might as well text Conan, text Vince that the game's about to change. So
Okay.
here is the question that's about to change podcasting forever. Who let the dogs out?
And where are they at?
And why aren't people looking after these dogs and searching for them?
Conan let the dogs out, and the Mexicans are very they're not very responsible, so they let the dogs out. And the dogs got away. That was Hughezy, Conan, Psychosis, Ray. The Mexicans are the ones that let the dogs out.
They were filthy animals, and they should also come up with the name for their faction.
Right. I'm gonna play this. We're gonna play this on the podcast. That when you ask the question that will change podcasting forever. And I'm pretty certain that will be kazooed by Conan.
When are you recording?
We already recorded. We'll be doing this next week.
Oh, so I'll have this.
Yeah. You'll edit this out.
Oh no, the podcast will be out before then.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to play clips of this, and Conan can comment. Conan is gets very upset that you keep sending in emails and keep promoting Hughezy. It's Hughezy Hello.
I would never do that.
It seems like you do it every week.
That's a false narrative. That's a false anti-Irish narrative being pushed by racist America. But listen.
Let me tell you. Well, wait. You got a lot of This is the UK, right? Do you have a lot of people that listen from the UK?
To keep it 100.
No, your podcast.
Oh yeah.
All right, I'm gonna give a prediction now for the when does this drop? This show?
This would be Monday.
Oh, Monday. Okay, let's go. I'm gonna give a prediction. Oh wait, it's dropping Monday. Isn't the freaking the Champions League on Saturday?
Probably I don't watch that shit.
You don't watch it? Well, I was gonna tell all your fans that I'm supporting Liverpool in that game.
Did you hear Dean Ambrose's joke about what Vince said about Liverpool?
What do you say?
For God's sake, it sounds like a disease.
Liverpool?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, you're jealous of my friendship with Conan, but
you don't have a friendship with Conan.
We're practically brothers, and I just want to. Well, you know he's Irish, don't you?
He's not Irish.
He has an Irish surname.
Yeah, but that's because his stepfather was Irish.
Conan O'Brien.
No, Mr. Ashen.
Listen, I just want to thank you, Disco, because it's fucking Dave Meltzer was being a dick, and he kept fucking up my schedule, and you did a favor. You're a good paisan.
What did Dave Meltzer do to fuck up your schedule?
He's cancelled on me. I think it's nearly 16 times.
How come he keeps canceling on you?
Because he's a mark. He's probably trying to suck Chris Jericho's dick. He's probably like watching AEW on a loop on 7 different screens at once.
Let me ask you a question. I wonder what's going to happen here, since Meltzer's kind of like openly promoting AEW. is what are they going to do? What is Meltzer going to do when he has to give when he starts mentioning that, like, people start asking him, hey, what's better, Double or Nothing or Wrestle Kingdom? And he'll say, like, oh, Wrestle Kingdom. What's he gonna do when he has to turn on that fan base, because he's gonna stay true to he has to stay true to Japanese wrestling? When people ask him, like, questions like that, compare AEW to New Japan,
But that's actually a good point you make. Is that AEW is supposed to be all woke, and they should actually change their name to SJW.
Right.
And so, what do you call that female politician, Cortez, ACO?
Oh, AOC.
AOC. She was tweeting Cody Rhodes going, he knows about respect and racism, all this. It's like, yeah, he was hanging out backstage with convicted rapist Mike Tyson. and all
Yeah.
And all the top guys in AEW are rich white millionaires.
Right.
So diversity, my balls.
Right. That's the thing. There are some interesting narratives that are open for debate still. That's the thing. There's a lot. All these. There's a lot of things that are open for debate in professional wrestling, and I'm one of the guys that will always. I'll start the debates because I have questions, I have theories, I have opinions, and I present those opinions out there because they're usually, like, outside the box. And, like, right now, I just think this thing that wrestling is going to go through another boom period. It's like I just do not see any of the factors in place for that. And then the main factor being is that 20 years ago, the median age, not the average age, the median age of the wrestling fan, meaning the one right in the middle, that half the fans were on this side and half the fans were on this side. The median age was 27 years old in like the year 2000. Okay? You know what the median age of the wrestling fan is in the year 2019?
No.
Just take a wild guess what that number is.
I've got to say 30.
It's like 52.
Oof.
Okay? So what's happening is, if you just look at this from a very logical, simplistic standpoint, okay, is that as that age increases, what's happening is you're not getting a lot of new young fans. And all your fans are now, like, dying. Because, like, as the thing moves, it's like you're pushing fans away. So, like, not a lot of new fans are coming in, and you're pushing the median age of the fans, like, as they're getting older, they're all stuck on watching wrestling, which is why I still say that WWE should hit that 9 o'clock Monday night, audience, because there is half of your fans that still watch wrestling, even though they're over 55 years old. They're still glued to that TV slot. Which is why I think that's where you should go. There's not a lot of young fans in wrestling anymore. The fans, like the young fans in wrestling, all are alike. They all look the same. And so, but your TV viewer is watching it. That they're older. So I don't know. We'll see.
How much do you weigh?
205 pounds.
Seriously?
Yeah.
I weigh 220.
Are you really? You're a fat slob.
How tall are you?
5'11".
I'm 6'2". Right. I want to fight.
That's fake news. I don't believe that at all.
I want to fight Disco Inferno at me and Chuck Zito versus you and two strippers.
No, I'll take you on in a Dublin street fight.
Excellent. By the way, did you bang Kiss of Sins?
No.
Oh.
That was a joke.
Oh, fuck. Well, that's a shame. Looks like a good time based on the footage I've seen, and I've seen a lot of footage.
Yeah.
Okay,
but she played along with me for that, but see how easy it is to get people to believe stuff these days.
Because we know
the coolest girls that come to the been at our club are that do like they're very outgoing and cool. Kiss of Sins is definitely one of them. She's super cool. Alexis Moreau is super cool. Adriana Chechik is super cool. Nicolette Shea was cool, and Victoria June was just she was cool. She was cool. Most of the other girls are just kind of like stuck up, boring, and everything. But those girls are like cool and fun. Like they're good. They're cool girls.
You banging them?
No,
You getting any sniz
no,
from anyone?
no.
Oh well, we'll
Wait,
give
wait,
that
wait, in what now?
from anyone.
What if am I just banging anyone?
Yeah.
Oh no, I got a few girls that I mess around with right now. I don't have a girlfriend right now though.
What about Darren Young?
No.
Okay, well, you never know. But listen, Disco, I really do want to thank you for your time. You're a good guy. You're my favorite podcaster to listen to, despite Conan's bad attitude. It's the Disco Inferno show.
What about Joe Troller?
He's a fucking. See, the thing about him, he said one of the funniest lines I've ever seen. He said about Bailey, where he said, he says Bailey seems like the type of girl. He said Bailey seems like the type of girl who would take it up the ass on the first night of meeting her, but wouldn't take her socks off.
That's actually pretty funny.
It is, but then he says this racist shit, and you just think, like, because
yeah, it's too much, right? Yeah, he's like just an unfiltered troll,
But I think whoever it is, I think there's he has 3 or 4 accounts because there's a super liberal guy now in the comments. There's Joe Troller. There's then there's a really pro gay rights guy person, and they're all leaving comments one after another. So it's got to be him.
Right?
Is it you?
No, not me at all.
Let's see. But yeah, I'm definitely gonna thank you this time. This was great because I'm taking a break for the summer. And what are you gonna do today for the rest of the day?
I'm getting my hair cut and I'm getting my teeth cleaned.
Nice. Well, whatever you do, don't go see the new Godzilla. It's crap.
I'm gonna go see it for sure.
You'll love it.
I will love it. I'm a big fan of Godzilla movies.
Well, this one doesn't have Puff Daddy at the end.
All right, we'll see.